Welcome to the Open Apple Podcast, where we celebrate the Apple II. Whether you're a longtime user, a nostalgic visitor, or a newcomer to the community, join us as we share news and memories of Steve Wozniak's most famous personal computer.
Hello and welcome to Open Apple. My name is Quinn and this is episode 40.5 is what we're calling it. So this is for, let's say, early November of 2014. With me, as always, is Mike McGinnis. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well, Quinn. Thank you very much.
So we're doing something a little different here. We thought we'd do a little bit of a filler since these two recent episodes of the show are kind of far apart, and we wanted to get something in there. We had some scheduling things we had to meet. So what we're going to do is watch an episode of a show called The Goldbergs, and it's a comedy on what network is this?
This is on ABC. So
ABC,
if you want to watch along and listen to the commentary as you do, you can go to abc.go.com and watch it for free, or if you feel like getting it elsewhere, you can do that too.
Yeah, so think of us as your Apple II themed DVD commentary track for this episode. We're watching this one in particular because it apparently prominently features the Apple II Plus and related paraphernalia. So we're very excited to watch it.
Yeah, now I figure because there are multiple main characters in here, it's not going to be entirely Apple II the whole show, but I don't know, maybe we can vamp or just kind of make fun of the show while the rest of it's going on. Obviously, we can't provide the audio for the show because ABC will come after us.
That would be bad.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it goes great, you'll be hearing this, and if it doesn't, well, you'll never know.
That's right. We might just be talking to ourselves here. But all right, so let's cue this up, and if you're ready, I'm ready. So listeners, if you're going to listen along with us, go ahead and start playing now.
I'm seeing a lot of neon.
Very 80s. The sports Walkman, gotta love that. Man, the sports Walkman was so cool back then.
Oh, I wanted one of those so bad.
My sister had one and I tried to take it, but she was bigger than me.
And somebody's violated curfew and being yelled at. Looks like she's wearing a paisley curtain. Is that what that is? I made these people.
That's good.
So it looks like these scenes so far are kind of just setups for exaggerated 80s one-liners. Not that that's horrible, but
it's definitely it's an 80s time machine here. This is, I think you could watch, the acid wash jeans.
Oh, super tight acid wash jeans.
the cheap trick shirt with the collar cut off. Very nice.
One shoulder showing.
Yeah.
By the way, I think that voice doing the voiceover in the show is Patton Oswalt.
Oh, Patton Oswalt. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you could watch this for the same reason you might watch Hot Tub Time Machine, just for the gratuitous 80s references.
Yeah. You're not going to get a lot of really deep philosophical thought about Reaganomics in the 80s era and Morning in America.
Yeah, nope. Just big hair and wham.
So we're like 2 minutes into this, still no Apple IIe goodness.
Even that sign in the background says Prince for you. It's so 80s. The color blocking and the punchy fonts.
Right.
And
the pastels.
Yeah,
oh, look at that shirt. Oh, that's awful. Quinn, did you ever have a sweater like that?
Oh, yes.
Did you really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
It was the 80s. Everybody had them. They're coming back, you know.
Yeah, everything comes back around.
Yeah. 25 years since the fashion cycle. Yeah, I mean, oh man, look at that VCR. That's a classic.
Ah, here it is.
There's an Apple II.
Let's see.
Nice.
16K RAM. Dot matrix printer. What?
What? All right.
32-bit color graphics.
All right, they're playing a little loose with the facts here.
But he is playing Oregon Trail, and it looks like the Apple version.
Isn't that a GS monitor?
I don't know if that's the GS monitor or if that's one of those like, you know, the Apple Color Monitor 2C or something like that.
Yeah, it could be.
So we've got his older brothers in that house eating all the food. Naked Rob, really?
We have your official bro moment. This scene brought to you... Sorry?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, this scene brought to you by Axe Body Spray.
Yeah. Did they have Axe back in the 80s?
No, I don't think so. But they should have.
Drakkar Noir.
There you go. that was the Axe of the 80s.
I think so. Oh, he's got to get into the JTP. What is the JTP?
I don't know, but I want to get back to the Apple II already.
Oh, they're going to see War Games.
War Games, all right.
Oh, hey, they got actual footage from the movie.
Hey, there's a very young Matthew Broderick.
So I think I figured it out. He's going to make his little kid brother try and hack with that Apple II.
Here we go, all right.
Oh, Load Runner.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, he's got Load Runner on the screen. That's awesome. He's rocking the ImageRaider 2 and the Disc 2s.
Can you hack my school? Change my grades. God. But you know that's how it was. Everybody saw that movie and went and tried to do all that stuff.
Totally. It's pretty awesome they got Load Runner up there. Someone did their homework here.
Yeah. Well, the first time they had the Apple II on the show, it was this horrible text that looked like it was generated by a VIC-20.
Right.
Okay, now we're back to the mom and daughter plot. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, it's funny with these, when they put computers in TV or movies, they either way overestimate them or way underestimate them. You know, like they make them look comically primitive or ridiculously sophisticated.
Right. Yeah, there's no, well, it's like the 80s, you know, it's the decade of excess.
Yeah.
We don't do anything halfway.
Yeah. It seems like the props department didn't talk to the writers because the props were all right on with the Load Runner and everything, but then the dialogue where they made up all those factoids about the machine were way, way off base.
Well, he got the 16K of RAM right, because I think the first two pluses, you could get them with 16K of RAM. And everything after that was wrong. 32-bit color graphics, I heard.
Yeah, that didn't even make the least bit of sense.
I think that's going to be my next Hackfest project, is to make a 32-bit color graphic card for the Apple II.
The screen image looked a little sharp to me. I wonder if I'm suspecting it's probably emulated, maybe?
Well, either emulated or they may have even digitally inserted the image later so that you don't get that monitor scroll with
of course,
the ray gun.
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, the border wasn't right. Like it was a little too close to the bezel or something.
Okay.
Like it looked a little too full on the monitor.
Yeah, so that might actually be the special effects department doing that.
Yeah. Well,
But they at least got the games right.
They did.
So far.
That would be pretty funny if they actually went in and cleaned up the color artifacts.
Yeah. Let's get rid of this purple fringing.
Yeah. No, that's how it works.
Is that an 8-track over his shoulder I'm seeing there?
Oh, yeah. I think that's a DAT drive, isn't it?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I think it's like an 8mm tape.
Oh, one of those huge ones. Wow.
Well,
Well,
well, those are definitely 8 tracks. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, stacked next to it.
Yeah. So that's probably I've never seen an external 8-track like that. Oh, here we go. Acoustic coupler modem.
Why is the text green if the screen is colored?
Yeah, so they're definitely compositing that screen image in there.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like correct 80 column text, but it was green, and if you had a color screen, that would be white.
Yeah, I think maybe it's got to be captured from an emulator too, because it had the fake scan lines in there, that the emulators can do. The scan lines were a little too clean.
I wonder which one they used.
Yeah, good question.
Close up of fingers on the Apple II keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a real image.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, the image is too flat. Like you can't see the curvature of the screen like you should be able to.
That's what it is, yeah. That kid is way too excited.
Yeah.
He's just hitting keys.
Yeah, he's typing gibberish.
Unless he's playing them.
And it looks like he's in integer basic. He's got the arrow prompt, the pointy bracket prompt, and he keeps getting a syntax error after everything he types. Did you notice that? There was syntax errors all the way down.
I saw that. Well, I think he was just pounding random keys because I think he's playing these guys. I think that might actually be part of the plot.
Okay. Yeah.
They weren't a smart crew, but they were my crew. Yeah, so he's messing with them.
Fair enough.
Okay, back to mom and daughter in a restaurant having fondue.
The fondue, that's awesome. So the area I live in is pretty much stuck in the 70s and 80s, and there's still a huge fondue restaurant down here.
Yeah, we have one just down the street from us. It's actually very good, but it's definitely an 80s thing.
Yeah. It was sort of the height of style and fashion in the 80s was to eat fondue. There's a steakhouse down the street from me that has the red vinyl booths and the popcorn ceiling with the glitter in it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, very flashy in the 80s, and they
Love that.
haven't remodeled it since.
She's got what is that? Is that layered hair? Is that what you call that?
Feathered, yeah.
Okay.
Which is that's pretty early 80s, but yeah.
Yeah. Fingerless Madonna gloves.
Yes, yeah, she's got that going on. She's got the sleeveless denim vest with the rivets on it.
They definitely did their research.
Yep. Yeah, I think we talked about this a bit with *Halt and Catch Fire*. Is that there's certain things that Hollywood always gets right when they do period stuff, and they always get the hair, the makeup, and the clothes right.
That's true.
They're less good with the technology, but of course
a little bit behind on things like law lingo and technology. But.
Yeah, which sort of stands to reason because you think about who's writing and doing this kind of stuff, they're going to be more versed in the fashion and so on.
The slow-mo walk out of the liquor store.
Yes.
Brain freeze. The sad thing is I knew D-bags like this when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I'm enjoying this. What? Oh, that was a naked guy. I'm enjoying this a lot more watching this with somebody else than I did the first time I saw the show, and I haven't seen this particular episode, but it struck me as terribly unfunny, but this is actually kind of cute.
Yeah, it's not bad, especially considering we're not really paying that much attention to it.
Not to this part of it, no. Now they're smashing, a toaster or something.
Okay, all right.
He's been promised girls to help them hack. Nice. Scene in a bar with an old man with it's very dark, and you got kind of the glowy blue and red lights and stuff. Very 80s as well.
Yeah.
There's definitely a theme, an atmospheric theme to this that's very consistent. Yeah. I think they did a good job with that.
I'm digging his hat. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and the yellow jacket.
Yeah, I don't know about the jacket, but I would wear that hat today.
Well, it's cool again to wear that stuff.
Totally, yeah. Fedoras are back, and that's actually like a straw fedora, which is kind of cool. Plus, it's got that funky color scheme.
Where have I seen that actor before?
feel like the
She
whole
was
cast,
in-
where's she from? I'm trying to place
Well,
it.
I think the first place I saw her was Reno 911.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to place her.
I think she's lost some weight since then. Her face is thinner, so it took me a minute.
Okay.
And we're back to the computer. Oh, was that Ultima 3?
Oh, sweet. It's 3 or 4.
This game doesn't have a saving function. It's Ultima.
That's also, I think it's 3, isn't it? Oh,
I think that's 3, yeah. Hacking isn't real. I tricked you boneheads into studying. That was pretty funny.
It was pretty awesome seeing Ultima 3 up there, I have to say.
It was, yeah. Again, with the period-appropriate software, and that did look like the Apple versions of all those games, even if they were digitally composited in later.
Totally, yeah.
I don't think that's an RGB just because now we're seeing the curvature of the glass, and I think that's a little bit curvy, and the bezel.
Yeah, well, and it's a little too big. The GS monitor is quite small.
Yeah.
But there's something bugging me about it. I think that monitor might be fake. Like
The whole thing?
Yeah, because the power light on it is covered up for one thing.
Oh,
They there's like a sticker over it, so that, I guess because they don't want it to look like it's not on, but
right.
I don't know, if from certain angles, like the screen looks like it's plastic or something and not glass. Like there's something fishy about it.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't find one in time to shoot the show, and so they just bought one of those props that show up in like the furniture stores and stuff.
Yeah, well, it looks like maybe a real shell of one, so I wonder if they have to do something to it so that they can composite with it afterwards or something. I don't know.
That would make sense, yeah. Oh, now we got the scene where the parents come home late drunk and the daughter's taking the parent role. You're grounded.
Exactly.
This is like the staple of pretty much every episode of Growing Pains, Who's the Boss?
Yep. Yeah.
All those family sitcoms.
Now, I haven't seen any other episodes of the show, but is this like a meta satire that they're doing here where it's an 80s setting and so they're doing 80s sitcom tropes in the plot, or is it just not great writing?
Well, I think originally it was not great writing, but I think that, at least from what I'm seeing here, it's sort of moved into that where, meta self-satire.
Okay.
Wink, wink, nudge, break the fourth wall sometimes.
Yeah, because it is if it is that, it's brilliant. I mean, because this is, like every scene is just could have been right out of Growing Pains or Facts of Life or any of those other 80s
and
shows.
from what I've seen of Adam Goldberg's other work, he made
a little print shop banner action, yeah.
His ribbon ran out of ink.
Nice. And it took him an hour. Well played.
Yeah, see, I think this is actually really brilliant satire rather than unintentional.
Yeah, I think so.
This is actually pretty good then.
There's a few spots where the writing is really sharp, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not like the show when I saw it early last season, but it seems to have matured quite nicely. So I might have to start watching this now and then. The power light, the disc goes in, the print shop.
Nice. Look at that.
They got the montage music playing.
Yeah. Oh, they got the Image Writer 2 running. That's awesome. The Tractor Feed paper.
Made himself a dot matrix hall pass.
Well
that
played.
Wouldn't fool anyone.
Yeah. That's
the lemon yellow station wagon with the wood paneling.
Yeah. That was good, though. They had the Image Writer 2 operational. I mean, the head was moving and everything. So
it was printing.
Yeah, that wasn't just a dummy prop. It was doing something.
I'm actually kind of impressed by this, more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, they definitely got some things right.
Including the 80s theme music.
Yes, yeah.
While they're trying to sneak out of school.
Totally, yeah.
And for some reason, a falcon in the car. Oh, okay. So they've stolen the mascot from a rival school.
Of course, yeah.
Which is another 80s movie trope.
Totally. Yeah, a John Hughes classic, steal the mascot.
Yep. Look at those wicker bar stool seats.
Yeah.
everything about this is 80s, 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 but not so much that it's overbearing and that it's annoying, as much as it sounds like we're talking like it is. But
be interesting to watch this with someone who was born in like the 90s, just to get their impression of it. Because we're both old and we're all, I remember that.
Oh, and we have the learned a lesson moment. Aww.
Right, yes. The hug and love and grow.
And El DeBarge.
The slow motion strut with the stolen mascot. Now he's suddenly cool.
Yeah, but remember, this guy's an idiot, so he's going to screw something up.
Okay, yeah.
That's the twist. Aw, with a little help from me and Apple II Plus. That's cute. Oh, there he goes.
Here's the stupid moment, yeah.
And took the hood off the Falcon and it flies away.
Yeah, and away it goes. And the sky crane closing shot.
Now mom and daughter are sharing a tender moment over
fondue.
Melted marshmallows.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and the fish tank in the restaurant. Did you notice that? Oh, check out the Game & Watch. Nice.
Oh,
the Donkey
wow.
Kong Game & Watch. Those things were oh, man.
They were.
Wanted one of those so badly.
I still want one of those so badly.
They were pretty awesome.
And now they're pretty pricey on eBay.
I'm sure, yeah. It's funny how those things that are really pricey and desirable at the time then become the pricey and desirable collectibles 30 years later.
Dedicated to the real JTP. Yeah, this is a thing about the show where they, after...
Oh, okay, so this is real footage now.
Yeah, after it wraps, the episode ends, you get the real footage that inspired the episode.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny. A little old VHS home video here of 80s bros being bros.
And the scene after the movie. Oh, she put their faces on a bunch of different clothing.
Right.
Because that was a novelty back then.
Right. I think it still is. Now you can do it on the internet. Now it's mouse pads instead of t-shirts.
Mouse pads and coffee cups.
Coffee mugs, yeah.
So yeah, we're getting the final credits rolling here, and everybody's cool and friendly. She got her daughter cash. But it's a mom buck.
Of course.
Take it back. All right, so that's the end of the episode, and I kind of actually enjoyed that. There was definitely an Apple II Plus prominence going on there.
Yeah, I was quite surprised at how prominent it was, how much they got right, how much attention to detail there was on the 2 Plus. So yeah,
and I doubt that anyone other than you, me, and the people that listen to this show would be able to pick apart hey, that's digitally composited,
yeah,
stuff like that. But good show. I enjoyed it. I had fun seeing the references. There were some nice close-up shots of the kid using the keyboard and the power light coming on when he turned it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap for what we're calling episode 40.5. I guess it remains to be seen if anybody will ever hear this. We'll see how it turns out in the final cut, so to speak. But I guess, so episode 41 will be coming up before too long. So stay tuned for that. And if you have anything else to add, Mike?
Just let us know what you thought. This is definitely a departure from what we normally do on the show, and if it's not something that you liked and you don't want to hear it again, tell us that, and we won't do it. But I have fun kind of branching out and playing with our format maybe a little bit and doing new things on the show.
Yeah,
so let us know.
Yeah, we're pushing the envelope here. Maybe this will be a new podcast, Watching TV with Quinn and Mike.
Oh no, that would be awful. You can reach us at podcast@open-apple.net.
Yes. Quinn and Mike, your virtual living room buddies.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
This has been the Open Apple Podcast. Find more episodes, read our blog, or send feedback by visiting us on the web at www.open-apple.net.
I'm drunk, so I'm going to grope your face.